Hello, everybody. So, we're gonna do something a little different today. Rather than going into a dungeon that already exists, we're gonna take a look at a place that I think could be a Mythic Plus dungeon or just a dungeon. We are at Zinth'Alor. Uh, for those that have not played Classic, this place has actually a whole lot of really strong lore behind it. Really involves the dwarves. Um, the horde comes up here for some stuff. All of these guys used to be like 90% elites. It was really wild and really tough to get through. And it's a nice open air kind of deal, which I've almost always really loved good open air dungeons. So, we'll just go through and see what we can do. So we're making our way up. Like this area right here might be a good spot for a boss. You know, any place that's nice, wide open, and flat. Or they could just start you at the bottom and you just need to work your butt all the way on up. You know, come on. You could put a boss right in here. They could really emphasize a lot of the snake architecture. But yeah, you just need to keep working your way up the Aztec style temple here, making your way past all the different various trolls or whatever they decide to put in here till you get, oh, I want to say, yeah, right up to here. So you can see here they've got a quest mob, Unga Lunga. Boy, maybe different naming conventions here. So you could have him in there. You could certainly put something out over here. You know, right up to the top. Send you over this way, where at one point in time there was this, you know, well, I mean, you can see a lot of trolls have been sacrificed. You know, you could totally put a spider guy right in here. Yoink, yoink. Nice and open and easy. Well, not that easy, but, you know, it's scaling difficulty, so eventually it gets hard anyway. Then we'd come in here. No. Yeah, so past the sacrifice cave is where you'd end up with, you know, Sharpbeak's egg. And then you'd need to come out here, so, you know, you could totally go from there to out here, you know, um, probably stop it right at that altar, and then you need to make your way here, bite somebody, griffins come, and then you leave. I think that that would actually be a fairly tight dungeon experience. You know, there's not much in the way of troll dungeons anymore. I mean, we'll have a little bit with Midnight and the Amani, but you know, it's got this cool snake imagery. They've got the spiders. They could really do a lot. Just, you know, spruce the place up and add a little bit more of the, you know, architecture and other stuff that we kind of look for. And, you know, it also is always nice to do a dungeon that has a little bit of verticality in it. Something that, you know, we haven't really had much that you could like be knocked off of and into another area. And I think that would be kind of cool, especially if they do have charging mobs that could knock you back or something similar. Anyway, what all do you guys think? Am I off my rocker, or is this something that might be able to work? Well, let me know. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, look, it's a world tree. and I will catch you all in the next one.